Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to touch upon is kind of loop back and talk about this wind favorability again. I think this is really important. I've talked to a couple people about this because it shows a lot of what's going on locally at your surf breaks in terms of the wind. And what caught my interest was the sea breeze. I've done research on sea breeze in my professional career. And this has always been interesting to me, all the way back to my days as a lifeguard. The sea breeze was super apparent as I look closer at these new plots, these new SpaghettiSurf plots with the wind favorability. Again, the wind favorability is down here at the bottom, and it used to be just an index that would tell you if the wind was favorable or not. And it's based on wind speed and wind direction relative to the coastline. And so I've expanded upon that and provided, I'm going to zoom in here. So in this recent update, I've expanded from just a color scale to both the wind speed. If you move your cursor across, let's move to stronger winds here on Friday, 15 knots. So it gives you hourly wind speed estimations from the model, and also the wind direction. So you can see these wind arrows rotate with the wind direction. So in this case, you would have more northerly winds, and then it rotates around to more southerly winds. So what I wanted to first touch upon is how apparent the sea breeze is, at least in these first few days. And this is something that is key for surfers. We know, especially in the summer months, it's calm in the morning, the sea breeze kicks in, you can have nice surf in the morning, glassy surf, sea breeze kicks in and it disturbs the water and roughens things up. The texture goes poor, and the surf is almost always worse in terms of how clean it is in the afternoon versus the morning. And from my research and a lot of research, this usually takes place around 10 o'clock in the morning on a day where it's sunny. So what the wind favorability is showing, it will provide us like hourly information on when the sea breeze is going to kick in. Not just the sea breeze, but when fronts come through, when the wind reverses, you can, this product will be super valuable. But what I'm showing here is a rotary pattern. I'll use the term diurnal. It means over the daytime, over the 24-hour cycle of a day. You see the winds rotate, and they rotate from north to south here. And we're looking at Myrtle Beach in this case. And we can, I'll zoom in here a little closer, and you can see that in the morning, the winds are more from the north, and then in the late afternoon, they switch and turn more from the southeast and then from the south as this diurnal pattern of the sea breeze evolves. And then the next day, the winds are from the north, offshore, light, and then again, towards the afternoon, a sea breeze kicks in and you get southerly winds. So I just wanted to point out how valuable, again, this wind favorability and wind product is on SpaghettiSurf. Again, hourly information, and it shows a lot of detail what's going on at your local break, and should be a key part of how you interpret SpaghettiSurf. The other thing that is super important to make well known out there with this SpaghettiSurf product is we are using the most high resolution, the best source of modeled wind data. But well, first of all, this is called the HER model, and it's run by NOAA. So only covers the US breaks, so that's important to know. And it only goes out to 48 hours. So what I'm doing is I'm updating the winds for the first 48 hours of the forecast with this high resolution product. So what you'll see is over the first couple days, the wind will be more accurate. There'll be more texture to the wind field. The sea breeze will be captured a lot better. The strength of the wind will be captured a lot better over these first 48 hours approximately of the forecast. And then the winds from the global weather model are used after that. And it's a coarser model, so the winds are going to be reasonably well modeled as long as the model is on track with the forecast. But it needs to be made clear that the first 48 hours is going to be a better wind forecast than the last part of the forecast period, which would be days 3 through 16 of the forecast. And just to put a pin in this, I believe this product is probably, if it's not the best, it's right there with the best, especially the first 48 hours of the forecast where we're using the best wind model out there. This is going to be one of the better, more accurate products out there on the web for looking at wind at your local surf break.